So nice to meet you. Namaste. 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 Happy Wednesday to you. August flew by just like that. Hello. Namaste, Anita. So good to see you. It's the Love and Action Network open house. I do these several times a week so that I can introduce myself and my energy to people. I would encourage you to go and do your research on me. Look me up on YouTube. Look me up on Instagram. Look me up on Facebook. I'm an open book. I'm a wildly open book. Nothing to prove, nothing to protect, nothing to hide, and nothing to defend. I'll say that one more time. Nothing to prove, nothing to protect, nothing to hide, and nothing to defend. And that's a wonderful place to be in this life. It actually keeps you out of the nonsense, and it keeps you above the battlefield when you have nothing to prove, nothing to protect, nothing to hide, and nothing to defend. And so if you're looking for someone to be a mentor in your life, or someone to coach you, or you just need someone in your corner encouraging you to do better in life, because, as one of my teachers says, don't ask for life to be easier or life to be different. Ask that you be better. Don't ask for life to be different than what it is. Ask yourself to be better. But like I said, I'm a clarity coach. I seek to speak clearly. I seek to be honored in this life, and I think that you should do the same. I won't be here for very, very long today because, as I've said and as I've shared, I'm not eating today. Today, humans have good days and humans have okay days. And today is one of those middle of the road days, but I know that it's making room for the greater good. Hi, Sunflower. So good to see you. Welcome back to Love and Action Network Open House. We're being joined today by our friends over on TikTok, Instagram, and also YouTube and Facebook. I want to stop by for about 20 minutes or so to let you know what love is cooking up. If you're out there in the world and you need a coach, you need an encourager on your side, you need someone to believe in you, then I want to invite you to tap into the flow. And yeah, I want to invite you to tap into the flow. Okay, so let's get into a couple things. First of all, I want to read this quote to open our open house today. And if you got any questions about me or my energy, my favorite cereal is Raisin Bran. Raisin Brand. Branding guy says Raisin Bran. If you have any questions about me and my energy, I'm open-hearted. Like I said, my favorite cereal is Raisin Bran. It's always been my favorite. And I like it when they don't roll the raisins in sugar. I think that's overkill. When they roll the raisins in sugar, why would you do that? They're already raisins. Anyway, any questions you have in today's open house? I do open houses on Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays. I'm opening my heart, opening my energy to all of you. And I hope that you, before you go, catch the message that you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're always going to be loved and lovable no matter what. No one can change that. No circumstance can change that. It has nothing to do with the amount of money in your bank account. It has nothing to do with, who your family is, who your lovers are, nothing like that. You're just simply loved and lovable as you are. And that's just that on that. Anyway, I'll open today with a power quote. You're welcome, Judy. I hope that lands in your heart and takes root in the soil of your heart. There's nothing that you need to do to prove that you belong. There's nothing that you need to do to prove that you're loved and lovable. I'm not asking anyone in my life to prove to me that they are loved and lovable. In fact, quite the opposite. I want them to stand up fully in the fact that they're loved and lovable. But if you have any questions about my work and my mission, I'd be happy to answer those. Or if you've got any silly questions for me, like my favorite cereal, it's Raisin Bran. And my favorite flavor of ice cream is pistachio, but not the green kind. I like the white kind that's just got the nuts in it. So if you got any questions while I share today, just let me know and I'll be happy to share with you. Our opening quote today is the one that I've been on for the last 24 hours. It's called Our Greatest Fear by Marianne Williamson. A lot of people didn't like that she wanted to be president, but she was raising some interesting concerns that I think that we need to pay attention to. But that's politics, and I know y'all don't like to talk about politics, even though it's really what we should be talking about in the world, and how the political climate of our world is affecting the love. It really is affecting the love. But anyway, before you go, just know that you're loved and lovable, and also know that our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. I'll say it one more time. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We're born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. Denzel says, I love your energy, you're glowing, let's be friends. You may not want to be friends with me, Denzel. Some of my friends communicate to me all the time their displeasure with me. So you may not want to be my friend, but you can follow me here. But there's a couple people right now who they're friends with me and they act like they don't want to be. So you may not want to be my friend, frankly. We're born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So I came on to TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and YouTube today to hopefully liberate you with my presence. Just me showing up is enough to change the world. And that's a great thing to know. All right, so I'm going to pause for questions. Are there any questions about my energy or about Love in Action Network? I'm going to start working through our website. If you click the link in bio in my Instagram, which is attached to my TikTok and on other platforms, you're going to see that my link in bio takes you to a page where you can engage my programs. My programs are all centered around the message that you're loved and lovable. You'll never come to a live of mine and not hear that message. It's a really fundamental core teaching of Dr. Flow. 3 core fundamental teachings of mine is that number 1, you're loved and lovable. You've always been loved and lovable, and you're always going to be loved and lovable. My second core teaching is that you are imperfectly perfect, whole and complete, exactly as you are. You're perfectly imperfect, whole and complete, exactly as you are. You don't need to change anything about you. You may want to do better in life, and I can help you and coach you to be better in life, but you don't need to be better. You just need to be yourself, which I know kind of flies in the face of when I said, don't ask life to be different, be better, but you all understand the nuance of what I'm trying to say today. The third thing is that you got to see it for yourself. There are people in this life that will try to ignore you and ignore your brilliance and ignore your light. But you got to believe in your heart and believe in yourself that everything that you want out of life wants you back. A lot of people struggle with romantic love. They struggle with financial abundance. They struggle with worry. They struggle with anxiety, depression, suicide, emotional violence. There's a lot of emotional violence on the block and around. And I want you to know today that it doesn't matter how external people view you. It matters how you see yourself. It's very important that you know deeply and profoundly that you're loved and lovable. And when you start behaving like a person who's deeply and profoundly loved and lovable, it changes the fabric of every relationship. It changes the fabric of your entire life. Just that simple fact that you're loved and lovable. And so all of my programs are anchored around you knowing more and more every day by proximity to me and my magic and my energy that you're loved and lovable. I hope that when you're around me, you feel that. And also there's a Dr. Flow challenge. The Dr. Flow challenge is that you tell 5 people today, strangers or people that you know. I do this in Dollar Tree. I do it in Food Lion. I do this on the phone. I do this in these live streams. Tell 5 people today, either people you know or people you don't know. Live stream it, call someone, text someone, but tell 5 people today that they are loved and lovable. Now, they're going to act very, very weird towards you when you do this. Fair warning. Once you go out in these streets as part of the Dr. Flow challenge and you start telling people that they are loved and lovable, they are going to act very, very weird around you. Some of them will even try to attack you for treating them loved and lovable and in their full power. Because you don't treat them as spiritually emotional invalids, they will actually run up on you. But I'm convinced that if everybody under the sound of my voice told 5 people that they are deeply and profoundly loved and lovable, we would have a completely different world. Does anybody in here agree that if we told 5 people, am I talking out of my you know what, or is this landing somewhere today? Let me know in the chat if this is landing. If we all did our best, and look, this is free. Okay, I see the hearts. Thank you so much for the hearts. Sometimes I don't know if I'm just talking into the Milky Way or if it's making sense. Thank you for the 1 heart. So yeah, if everybody on the planet, and I mean everybody on the planet, if everyone for free, you don't have to spend any money to do this. Everybody that's listening to me right now, the cell phone is turned on for now. And so if your cell phone's turned on and you're watching me and the lights are turned on, thank goodness, then that means that you have the ability for free 99 to tell someone through your phone, live stream it, text it, call them, whatever. Let 5 people know today that they are 5, 1 handful if you got fingers. Let them know today that they are loved and lovable, and see what conversation comes out of that. Some people, like I said, are going to want to fight you about this. When I say it to people in the streets, some of them look at me like, that's just their demons poking out. Other people, when I tell them, they go, I've never heard that before. It's 2023 and people still go, I've never heard that before. Then there's other people that go, you know what? You're right. I am loved and lovable. But just have these conversations with people and see where it lands with them. And you never know, it could save some people's lives. Another thing that you need to know about me before you step off and go see people pop popcorn, I am going to be raising funds to get me a flat iron, because I think that this would be more entertaining if I was sitting here popping popcorn 1 kernel at a time, TikTok style. doing this. So just stay tuned. Don't give up on me quite yet. I'm going to get a flat iron and I'm going to pop single kernels of popcorn while I do my programming, because that's what y'all like. So, and every time it pops, I'm going to go, you're loved and lovable. It's going to be wonderful. The reason why I'm here on the planet is there's a lot of things. I mean, I'm called to sing and to serve people, and that's what I do. This live stream, I'm not going to sing so much because I'm very hungry. But I am called to sing, and I'm called to serve people and serve the hearts of people for as long as I'm alive. And I want you to know, trigger warning, there are 800,000 people on the planet who will not be here next year. 800,000, 80,000, 800,000 people will not be on the planet next year for unaliving themselves. They've gotten in such a dark pit. They've gotten in such a lower vibration. They've taken off their crown so much that they don't want to be on the planet with us. And that makes me very sad. If you do the math, 2,191 people will not be here by the end of the day. That makes me sad. I don't mean to be a bummer. I don't mean to be a buzzkill. But 2,191 people, doctors, lawyers, mommies, daddies, aunties, uncles, some people's children. I was a suicidal 7-year-old, if that can let you know a little something about me. And I don't want to cry about it today, even though I cry a lot. But I was a suicidal 7-year-old. And there are many reasons for why I was a suicidal 7-year-old. Give me a second. There are a lot of reasons to be a suicidal 7-year-old, but spirit, higher power, God, shamalama ding dong, whatever you want to call it, is healing my heart. And so that's why I'm here. I'm here for the 800,000 annually and the 2,191. I appreciate your likes and I appreciate your love, but it only goes so far when you start thinking about the U.S. Surgeon General early this year released a report that loneliness and social isolation is a problem for us. And I say for us because I can't be separated from the whole of humanity. What happens to one person happens to everybody. And so we are in a crisis in the world because we've never been more connected through TikTok and Instagram, but we've never felt more alone and afraid than right now. And I'm not even talking about the stuff we see. I'm talking about the private pain that we don't share with our lovers and our friends and our family because we're afraid that they'll judge us or treat us differently or not understand us. I'm trying to create through Love and Action Network an environment where you can just say what you need to say and then get healed so that we don't keep bleeding all over each other. Anyway, if you go to the link in bio, in my profile under my Instagram, you'll see that we host events. I'm just going to run through this really quickly. And if you got to go, you're loved and lovable. No one can change that about you or about me. But if you go to my link in bio, you'll see that we do daily gatherings at noon Eastern. I call them the midday boost. Thank you, Julie. I love you. You're loved and lovable. Thank you, Patty. You're loved and lovable. Tell 5 people, please. It'll change your whole world. Once you start seeing how people react to you saying to them loved and lovable, you'll understand why it's so necessary and important. The moment you start telling someone, and see, do it 5 times, and I dare you, you're kind of cheating if you do it to yourself, and you're kind of cheating if you do it with family and friends, but I want you to start telling strangers that they're loved and lovable. And then watch how they react to you. And then you'll see for yourself. Don't take my word for it. You'll see for yourself why it's so important. I've seen for myself why it's so important. But I'm hungry, y'all, so I got to do this quickly. So Love in Action gathering happens every day at noon. It's called a midday boost. It happens on TikTok, so just come back. Thank you, Patty, for doing that. You're going to see. Now, don't put yourself in danger, but if you're at the checkout at the grocery store, if you're at the bank, if you're at work, tell a person, if you feel safe, that they are loved and lovable, and just see how they react. Okay, I was supposed to do Back to Black workshops today, but my personal life took over. And so just on Wednesdays, just tune in for my business development workshops. I'm really committed to people having financial freedom. I'm committed to my own financial freedom. If you're struggling with a side hustle or if you want to launch your business, I do open clinic hours on Wednesdays at 2:30. We're in open house right now. I started a bit late because I was in the shower and my day's been a little tilted. But I'm loved and lovable, so that's okay. But I just opened the doors of my operations and opened my heart. Please drop any questions. No questions off topic. The trolls on the internet say all kinds of crazy things to me, but I can take it. I can take it. Okay, 6:30 p.m. We're taking the week off in our ecosystem of love, but perhaps coming back next week and beyond, there's a program called Waiting to Exhale, hosted by Poppy Water in the House of Mommy Water. It is a venting and sharing space. You don't have to just vent and say, what's bothersome to you. You can also share positive things and gloat about how awesome life is. Thank you, Patty, for the rose. I'm very, very grateful. Gratitude. Everything that you give to me comes back to you multiplied. That's energetic. So Waiting to Exhale is taking the week off for us to balance the ship. But it will be back soon. It's a daily event, and I want to invite everyone who usually attends Waiting to Exhale to tap into our exclusive and VIP WhatsApp groups. That is a free exclusive membership that we have on WhatsApp that allows you to connect with people of like mind who want to raise community support. All loved, all lovable. At 8 p.m., I do a Love City Island gathering on TikTok Live. I'll be back in a couple hours to chat with people. And maybe even my agent tells me on TikTok that I need to be meeting more people out on the app. And so I'm going to do my best to do some matching maybe later. And if I can figure out how to do that and start meeting people and telling them that they're loved and lovable. And I invite you to come back. I don't think I've sang today, so I'll probably sing at 8, but I want to invite you to come back and see for yourself what it's like when I tell strangers, even on TikTok, that they're loved and lovable. It's something that'll blow your mind. Okay, so that's some of the events that we do here. The Love in Action Gathering is every day, midday boost, and the Love City Island Gathering in the PM on TikTok is an everyday thing. If you get bored very easily by people saying the same thing over and over again, then you're not going to like me very much because that's there every day. It's because I need to see it as well, that I am deeply and profoundly loved and lovable, and I cannot forget this. Okay. I do have needs in my mental health ministry. My needs are that I need cash support. I'm not exactly safe. I'm not exactly safe. So I need cash support to move forward in my mission. Housing support would be amazing. people to work within my organization to help me book shows and book opportunities. I am paying folks, so if you're looking for a side hustle and a job and you fancy yourself a manager or agent, I would love to talk to you about how we can make money together. I am paying commission based, so for every dollar that I find, you'll be able to have a percentage of that. That'll help you buy more happy roses on TikTok, whatever you want to do. So I am looking for people. I'm looking for projects for venue support. I'm looking for spaces to actually launch my show. So you're seeing me sit on what I call the magic couch. I'm going to be doing shows all over the world on this magic couch with the microphone. And so I'm looking for venues and places where I can incubate the project and launch it. And I'm looking for venues that want to collaborate to workshop it in the same way that Jim Henson did with Sesame Street. And so I'm looking for venue support. And also, if you are interested in my Amazon wish list, I've got gift cards on there. I've got a foldable tripod mic stand. I need an iPhone charger. I need socks, Himalayan sea salt, and coconut oil. That's what's on my Amazon wish list. And if you gotta go, just go. I'm gonna put this up. Oh no, actually we're live on YouTube and Facebook, so people will see that there as well. So all good. I talked earlier about the WhatsApp groups, and I'll talk briefly about that. If you're a geek and you're into Discord servers, I do have Discord servers. I am starting a company internship program to help me grow Love in Action Network. So if you're looking for opportunities to volunteer and or make money, I would love to have you. We've got a general membership Love City Island Super Chat. We've got some work rooms, Fight the Power social justice group on WhatsApp, the Dream Garden for entrepreneurs and dreamers who want to grow their businesses. There's a House of Mommy Water Super Chat, which is where they host the text-based version of Waiting to Exhale and also connect throughout the day. I was in there a lot, sharing inspirational stuff and trying to talk to people, but some people are off-put by my energy. So I just stopped showing up. I do a loved and lovable reminders group over on WhatsApp where randomly throughout the day I text people that they're loved and lovable. If you need a random jolt of someone telling you that you're loved and lovable outside of these live streams at random, I would love to have you in that WhatsApp group. There's a trauma-informed self-care group where we share resources about what it means to be trauma-informed in your self-care. You're more than welcome to join us for that. There's a Black Boy Joy Club where we are supposed to be discussing all things Black Boy Joy, but there's been so much drama, y'all. So I'm making room for more joy. I shared, if you were around this morning for the earlier live, you already know. Not enough joy for me. But we're going to make room for more joy. So if you're interested in joining the Black Boy Joy Club on WhatsApp, you can do that. Spiritual Healers Unite for community spiritual leaders and light workers. You're more than welcome. And thank you, Sharonda, for following. You're loved and lovable. If you're interested in joining a group for spiritual leaders and spiritual healers and light workers, and maybe you don't know what I'm talking about, but light workers know that they're light workers and water walkers. And so if you're interested in having those conversations and sharing resources around being a presence of light on the planet, there's a WhatsApp group for that. And then Poppy Water does daily readings every day on WhatsApp where he pulls a card and gives insight and wisdom to people online. You're more than welcome to tap in and join that. I've heard that Clubhouse is changing. I didn't get to finish listening to the replay today because my life blew up. But I've heard that there's going to be some very radical changes to a social media app called Clubhouse. And I got to just tap back in to see what those things are going to be. But if you'd like to join Andre's Love Cafe, we've got a few hundred members. I would love to have you on Clubhouse in Andre's Love Cafe. And I am going to keep pressing forward. This has been so hard to get off the ground, especially where I'm geographically located. But I'm committed to Love City Arts Academy. I'm going to start a school. I've been called to start a school. And let me just tell you a little bit about the academy. If you want to enhance your artistic skills from the comfort of your home, you can do so with Love City Arts Academy. Our diverse courses cover web and digital design, social media management, design and e-commerce, logo design, creative and performance arts coaching and consulting, online community and newsletter development. This may not be for you, but you may know someone in your community that needs what I'm talking about. Online community and newsletter development, marketing and branding strategy, project management. Some of our lives are falling apart because we're not strategic in planning. Some of you need to learn how to use a calendar. So I help people with that. I also assist people digitally, and I work in the back offices of their business. The lady that's coming to mind right now is Amy Sue. You may have seen her earlier in the week over on Instagram when I was doing Instagram Live with Poppy Water. I'm working in her back of house office in order to help her rise in her business. I also teach live stream and online event management, and I help people with that. And also I do social media training. So if you are a person out there who's wanting to become more comfortable with showing up online and not being so fidgety, or weird on camera, I can certainly help you grow into that. And I do a whole lot of other things as well. In fact, I need to add to my website because my coach and therapist is asking me to also expand into spiritual coaching. I also can coach the INTJ personality. For those of you who know Myers-Briggs, the personality test, I can coach INTJs. I'm an INTJ. It's a very specific kind of personality. And so if you're INTJ out there under the sound of my voice, I would love to coach you. Anybody who's ever had church harm happen to them, been harmed in church, been harmed religiously, I specialize in that. And if you need a general wingman in your life, a romantic wingman, a mental health wingman, a spiritual wingman, a professional and personal development wingman, I'm happy to be your wingman and help you develop a practice, a spiritual practice that works for you, especially the folks out there who have had huge amounts of church harm. You may not want to throw all of your spiritual practice away, but you may want to come back to it in your own special way. So there's that. My academy will have expert instructors on a flexible online platform where you can learn at your own pace and engage with a supportive community, access additional resources, and receive certificates of completion. And so you can join my academy if you'd like to unlock your creative potential. All right, moving forward. We talked about the live events. For those of you who are wanting to reach out to for support right now, you can go to my link in bio and there's a live chat help desk button, and you can just push that button and you immediately be dropped into my lap, and I would love to support you there. You can also fast track. I see that you can fast track your access to me. If you would like to get a fast track into my love, just drop your name, your email, and a message to me. And also let me know how I can help you fast track your success, and leave me a mobile number. And I'll be able to help you that way. Okay. Let's talk about the opportunities here. Now, this is a very, very long list, so just stick with me here. It'll be over very, very soon. I'm currently looking in my operation for actors, background singers, band members, booking assistants, commissioned sales associates, contemporary dancers, digital marketing assistants, DJs, freelance musicians, guest choreographers, hosts and presenters, music producers, playwrights, production assistants, production interns, remote booking assistants, sales representatives. I'm looking for singers, and I'm also looking for talent managers right now. I'll read that list one more time in case it's you or somebody that you may know. I'm looking for actors, background singers, band members, booking assistants, commissioned sales associates, contemporary dancers, digital marketing assistants, DJs, freelance musicians, guest choreographers, hosts and presenters, music producers, playwrights, production assistants, production interns, remote booking assistants, sales representatives, singers, and I'm also on the second page looking for talent managers. Okay. I will say this though, do not reach out to me for any of these positions if you are not enthusiastic and passionate. If you're not enthusiastic, passionate, and a self-starter and a go-getter, don't even bother me. Okay? I'm only looking for people who are enthusiastic and passionate, mostly about life, but also about putting love into action. So, but that's that on that. If you would like vocal performance lessons, I've got a 3-step sign up on my website for that. I would love to coach you in vocal performance and also general on-camera performance. That's my specialty. If you're looking for a life coach, there's also a sign up on my website for that. And there's also a web store. And for the folks who are looking to collaborate with me, there is a sign up form for collaborators as well. So there's tons of people who float around me who behave like they want to come on TikTok with me, or they act like they want to collaborate in music with me and stuff like that. There's a sign up form on the website whenever you're serious about it. And I also have a daily newsletter. I don't think I've posted in that newsletter since July 14th. But it does exist. And I was advertising the WhatsApp groups and some things like that and telling people they're loved and lovable. So I need to get back on that. But we do have a newsletter. Apparently it's not daily. But that's that. There's a donation portal on my website for those of you who want to send me a coffee and help support my mission and my message. You can buy me a coffee. You can PayPal me. You can Cash App me. You can Venmo me. You can purchase things for me through my Amazon wish list, or you can contact me to give me a word of encouragement for free. All of those things are available in my ecosystem of love. I want to also invite you to listen to the Love City Arts podcast. Some of our recent episodes in the Good News Network with Stacia J. Turner of Fractal Birth. We did a business development session that I put on the podcast. There was a raw and open session closer on Clubhouse. My morning affirmations were also on the podcast. A bunch of my daily affirmations were there. Black Boy Joy Club is there. Um, and I'm going to be uploading very soon the episodes that I did with the Reiki Room with Devin, which we filmed live on TikTok. And also, there's a recent episode that I filmed on Instagram with the wonderful Amy Sue. Powerhouse. Both of them amazing light workers, amazing healers. And anyway, check out the podcast if you're interested. I'm going to talk now about my artist in residency program. And if you're like, yo, this guy has a lot going on, I do have a lot going on. That's why I have to introduce myself. If you have any questions about what I do in the world, or you got a general random question for me, feel free to raise your hand in the chat and ask away. I'm an open book. I do not hide from people or hide from life. I'm happy to answer whatever questions you have, okay? I'm working on an artist in residency program right now, and I'm shopping it around the country. A community-funded artist in residence is an artist who is supported by a community to work on a specific project or a series of projects within that community. The artist is typically given a stipend or grant to cover their living expenses and materials, and they are expected to work closely with members of the community to create art that reflects the community's values, history, and culture. The artist in residence may work in a variety of mediums, including painting, sculpture, photography, performance art, or multimedia installations, and they work alone or in collaboration with other artists and community members. The artist's work may be displayed in public spaces, such as parks, community centers, and galleries, and it may be integrated into the fabric of the community itself, such as murals on buildings, sculptures, and in public areas. The artist in residence may also be responsible for leading workshops or classes for community members, teaching them new skills and techniques in their chosen medium. They may also be involved in community events such as festivals and parades. I've done a few of those here in Lexington, North Carolina. Very interesting. We'll talk about that some other time, where they may showcase their work and engage with the community. Through their residency, the artists will be expected to document their work and share it with the community through social media, blogs, and other platforms. So part of the reason why I'm here on Instagram, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube is because I'm documenting my work. Okay, like when you do math in school, I'm showing my work. And I do that through social media, blogs, and other platforms like TikTok and Instagram and everything. This documentation will help build awareness and support for the artist's work, as well as provide a record of the community's involvement in the project and what a record it is. But I started recording about 3 years ago, my artist in residency. Oh, Fractal Birth is here. I was just talking about you because you're the last episode we recorded on the podcast. Thank you for being here. And so I'm just talking about my artist in residency dreams. Overall, a community-funded artist in residence is a valuable asset to any community, bringing new perspectives, skills, and creativity to the area. By working closely with community members, the artist can create art that is meaningful and relevant to the community while also fostering a sense of pride and ownership in the community's cultural heritage. We'll only be here for a few more minutes. I've been talking for a while and I haven't eaten today because of stress, but it's okay. So Dr. Flo of Love City Arts is looking to be a community-funded artist in residency, offering the following programs: Love City Performance Arts Academy, the Judgment Free Community Worship Choir, Love City House of Worship, which is a remote hybrid church offering things to people in real life and also online, Dr. Flo's Boogie at the Bookstore, Dr. Flo's Soulful Dinner Theater, Dr. Flo's Soulful Daily and Weekly Taizé Service, Love City Arts Musical Theater Workshop, and Dr. Flo and the Love Experience Community Show, which I was telling y'all about. That's why this couch is going to be magical, and I'm going to make the couch fly with projection and all of that. That's part of my artist in residency program. And Dr. Flo, that's me. I seek to serve the world as an artist in residence in addition to providing the following optional supplemental roles. I will be a marketing manager, a public relations manager for your organization, an operations manager, a social media manager, a diversity, equity, and inclusion community liaison and adjunct instructor, and also I can do outreach programs as an outreach coordinator. I have a True Stars program. These are people who have contributed to me in the recent months, namely Nadia Jackson for the housing. We will be moving on soon, very, very soon from here. But I do give honor where honor is due. I'm not the asshole that people think Dr. Flo is. I do say thank you, and I do walk in gratitude. So thank you, Nadia, for housing and utilities in the North Carolina footprint. I'm ready to go now, though. I'm ready to go. But thank you so much. Also, thank you to Erica McLeod English for food support. I'm a vegan that is eating meat because that's what the community's donating. So, and I'm grateful. And there are many other stars in the True Star program and Dr. Flo's True Star program that I need to announce. But those are the two that bear mentioning right now because they're on the website. So if anybody's ever sent me a Cash App or a PayPal or poured into my heart and my life in any way, you are a star to me. In fact, right now I want to thank Fractal Bird, Stacia J. Turner. I want to thank Sunflower, JC, Carl. Yeah, they wrote letters of they wrote testimonials and reviews for me just last night, and they are true stars for trying to help me platform myself and position myself to get out of here. I've been in North Carolina for 9 months, and perhaps I've been here. I've overstayed my welcome. I've overstayed my welcome here. Which is sad. Anyway, thank you to my true stars. I really appreciate you. If you want to see their names and lights, it's over on my website. And our community directory. It's also available. I think it is. It's loading. Poppy Waters in the mix, and there's a few other people in our community directory. I think it may not be functioning, which means I've got work to do tonight. It doesn't seem to be working right now. But Poppy Watts, oh no, yes it is. There's Dr. Flo, Poppy Water, and Quincy Keith currently in our Love in Action Network website. So it just took a minute to come up. So for those of you out there who want to tap into the people who are close to me and spreading their own version of love, that's on the website. All right, I'm going to pause. Are there any questions? Personal questions are okay if you care. And are there any other questions about Love in Action Network and what I'm trying to build with the next 20 years of my life? I want to highlight that no person is an island. I stand on the shoulders of some pretty awesome people. My life is not without hardship and difficulty. I know that sometimes I come on and you see me singing and you see me rejoicing, and so you're like, oh, that guy doesn't have any problems, but I do. I'm very, very human. But I do show up every day online to remind the thousands of people that I engage. I think that there's been probably 2,000 2.7 thousand, so 2,700 people have come through here today. And I know because they clicked into this TikTok live, all 2,700 of them saw the words, "You are loved and lovable." And that makes me very, very happy. Because how will they know unless we tell them? I'm crying because I blew up my life for this. I blew up my entire life for this. And I'm so deep into it now. I don't want to go back, but I'm so deep in this that I can't go back if I tried. But I definitely blew up my life for this calling. I don't even know what my tears mean right now, but I blew up my life for this. I left a really, really awesome paying job on Fifth Avenue in New York City. And I left Broadway and that audition race behind to let the people know that I can impact, that they are loved and lovable. That they've always been loved and lovable, and they're always going to be loved and lovable. And so if 2,700 people came through today, there's only 7 of you in the room right now here, and there's nobody watching on Instagram because people get intimidated by my message. But if every person that came through, 2,700 people in this live, if they just saw that bright blue, "You are loved and lovable," then I've completed the Dr. Flow challenge, because all I ask y'all to do is just to share the message with 5 people. That's all I ask. You don't have to send me money. You don't have to hire me. You don't have to coach with me. You don't have to do anything for me. But if you will do for yourself and share with 5 people today that they are loved and lovable, maybe it will decrease the suffering on the planet exponentially. I don't know. I don't know. All right, folks. I hope that something that was said today moves your heart. If you'd like to learn more about Love in Action Network, if you'd like to learn more about Love in Action Network and my love that I'm putting into the planet with my community and my team, just tap link in bio on TikTok, link in bio on Instagram, and just follow the Yellow Brick Road on through. I would love to hear from you. And I'm going to bless you before we go, and I go to have dinner on my break before 8 o'clock show. And if you're not comfortable with black man tears, you're not going to want to be around me a lot, because I cry a lot. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. May you be happy, may you be healthy, may you be free of all suffering. May I be happy, may I be healthy, may I be free of all suffering. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free of all suffering. May I be happy. May I be healthy. May I be free of all suffering. And may big love hold us today and every day in its big, 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 big hands. As above, so below. As above, so below. As above, so below. Amen. Ashe. And so it is. We agree. We agree. We agree. Namaste. See you soon.
Amazing grace.